Family photos of anniversaries, graduations, and holiday parties hold memories that we treasure forever. But of course, a trip to the hospital is one event that most wish to forget.
Well, now some Bay Area photographers are trying to change that thinking. As Tampa Bay's 10 News reporter David Leonard found, for some families, the flash of a photo shoot is a perfect way to lift a spirit.
In news.
They look beautiful. Flashes of Hope is in 20 cities across the country. The program helps thousands of families every year.
Children are being exposed to peanuts and showing signs of life-threatening peanut allergies at earlier ages than ever before. A new report from Duke University Medical Center indicates that children as young as 12 months old are being diagnosed with allergies. Until now, most doctors thought that reactions didn't happen until around 2 years old. And dieters are turning to the internet to help them lose weight, and they're doing it by blogging. Thousands of Americans share everything from their weekly menus to their struggle with sweets online every day. Now, dietitians say this could be an effective tool for weight loss because it's really like having a giant support group right at your fingertips.
And then the web really brings it to that next level, because then your food journaling, the same way food journaling studies have showed also, actually does improve your chances of not only losing weight, but maintaining that weight loss. So now when you're blogging, you're not just food journaling what you've eaten, but you're also sort of rehashing the what, the how, the why. And it's almost like therapy for the foodie or the dieting.
There is a downside, though, to weight loss blogs. Dietitians warn not all the information you read is healthy, so you want to make sure you check with your doctor before trying out a piece of advice from a dieter's blog. And did you know that chubby babies may really be much happier people? That's according to Canadian and British researchers. They say their 40-year study of medical records shows infants who had a low birth weight are actually more likely to have depression and anxiety later in life.
Good news in the fight against ovarian cancer. A new test could save thousands of lives, and it was developed right here in the Bay Area. USF, along with a Largo-based company, GeoPharma, have come up with new technology to help catch the deadly disease. The first test of its kind that uses a patient's urine sample.
We're particularly excited about it because it may catch the early stage ovarian cancer, which a lot of other tests do not catch. There really isn't anything on the market like this right now, so it may have significant impact for patients.
About 15,000 women die each year from ovarian cancer, and currently there is no approved test for early detection. I hope they get that on the fast track and gets approved. And
exactly, and we'll bring it to you and let you know, because I'm sure a lot of people at home are wondering, when can we get it?
Well, ahead on Big Star Buzz, actress Tippi Hedren's Tiger on the attack, and Duran Duran makes a surprise concert appearance.
Plus, do you need a Christmas gift for the gadget lover in your life? Consumer Reports looks into why a Bluetooth just might be a good idea.
Plus, a recipe for the chilly weather we're having. Audra Nasser from Dinner Done has a great dish to warm us up.
If you have anything outside to our north, there's a possibility you could get a little frost on things. Northern counties tonight.
Thank you, Dick. Yep. A tiger attack in Tippi Hedren's wildlife preserve. That tops today's Big Star Buzz. The actress, best known for her role in Hitchcock's The Birds, is now dealing with the cat, a big cat. A Bengal tiger repeatedly bit a worker in the wildlife preserve run by Hedren. He is listed in critical but stable condition.
And Brad Pitt has plans for his new hometown, New Orleans. The Hollywood actor is turning activist with the Make It Right program. He proposed a plan to build 150 environmentally friendly homes in the city's lower 9th ward, hit hard by Hurricane Katrina. Pitt has already pledged $5 million of his own money, and he's looking for more donations to the project. He says the ultimate goal is to have 100,000 new homes built in the area.
Last night, 2,000 lucky Londoners got to see Duran Duran's first concert in the UK in nearly 20 years. The band played a surprise gig at the Lyceum Theatre. Duran Duran reunited 2 years ago and released a new CD last month, and they'll be touring in the U.S. again next year.
Yeah, that brings back a lot of memories. Duran Duran, taking me way back. Well, you know, a lot of us are using cell phones hands-free these days. You may be considering getting a Bluetooth headset or buying one for someone on your holiday list. Well, Consumer Reports says they are a lot less expensive than they used to be, and they're a lot smaller. Here's Tampa Bay's 10 News anchor Dave Worth.
We have an update to our top story. Former Hillsborough County teacher Deborah LaFave faces arrest charges again.
LaFave was confined to house arrest for having sex with one of her students. Well, she now faces more charges for violating her probation. According to paperwork filed with the court, LaFave had several conversations with a 17-year-old female co-worker at a restaurant where they worked. Under the conditions of her house arrest, LaFave was not supposed to talk to anyone under 18. Her lawyer, John Fitzgibbons, held a news conference just a short time ago.
Debbie was arrested today on a violation of probation charge by the Department of Corrections. She was released from jail several hours later on her own recognizance. I think most of you have the arrest affidavit, and I can only characterize this as somewhat of a bizarre and unusual violation.
Again, as you heard, a Hillsborough County judge has ordered LaFave to be released on her own recognizance until she appears before him in court to determine if this violation is enough to send her to jail.
The British school teacher who found herself locked up in Sudan and sparked widespread demonstrations after naming a class teddy bear Mohammed has arrived back on British soil. Jillian Gibbons was greeted by her son at her home in Liverpool. Gibbons says she's glad to be home and is looking forward to spending time with her family. And although she's sad to have been deported from Sudan, she holds no hard feelings towards the country.
I wouldn't like it to put anybody off going to Sudan. In fact, I know of a lovely school that needs a new UTA 2 teacher.
Jillian Gibbons was sentenced to 15 days for insulting Islam's prophet, but Sudan's president agreed to pardon her.
And here are some guys who certainly could use just a little bit of that cash. 2 college students have pleaded guilty to robbing a bank. They say because of the rising cost of tuition, that's what made them do it. Last July, the men stole $130,000 at gunpoint. Both attend schools in Ohio. One is studying to be an engineer and the other is a theater major. And they say that his scholarship and financial aid just couldn't keep up with the tuition hikes. The 2 will be sentenced later this month and could face 20 years in prison. 3 high school girls have proven that science isn't just for boys anymore. The 3 seniors made history when they swept the Siemens competition in math, science, and technology. A Pennsylvania girl won the individual honor for her work on bone growth in zebrafish fins. 2 students from a New York school took home the team prize for their studies on tuberculosis treatments. And all 3 girls will receive $100,000 scholarships. And the adorable polar bear cub known as Canute isn't really as cute and as cuddly as he used to be.
Well, I guess that's because he's practically a grown bear. Canute celebrates his first birthday tomorrow at Berlin Zoo. That is cute. One of the most popular polar bears ever. Canute has his own blog and TV show, not to mention the scores of newspapers and magazines he's posed for. And even though he's not as cute as he used to be, Canute still draws thousands to the zoo every day.
Oh, he's an adorable face, right?
Yes.
Well, coming up tonight on 10 News at 6, a Newport Richey woman has proof that she's made all of her mortgage payments, but today her home was auctioned off, and you'll never guess who bought it. We'll tell you about that. Plus, take a close look. Do you recognize this minivan? If so, you could help authorities catch an arsonist. And her Army dad has never seen this little face. You're going to see their emotional first meeting tonight on 10 News at 6. Oh, always love to see that. It's going to be nice.
Yes.
And we certainly hope that you'll join us tomorrow on Life Around the Bay, because it is try it before you buy it today.
Yay!
And we're testing out the Shark Steam Mop.
That's right.
We're going to see if it'll help you with spills in the kitchen, especially, you know, holiday cooking.
Exactly.
Everybody's in the kitchen.
A lot of visitors.
There you go.
I hope it
Is
works.
that easy?
Also, I'm going to make Dave do the cleaning tomorrow.
I like it.
Good thinking.
Yep.
Also, a quiet young man. He really is so sweet, though. He's had a tough time in his young life. Our hope is to find a family to adopt him, so every holiday from now on is happy and secure. My Wednesday's Child Report is coming up tomorrow. We also have a Christmas special for Wednesday's Child. We sort of recap the year, tell you how the kids are doing, who's still available, and some of the other events we're involved in when it comes to adoption.
Oh, we look forward to seeing that too. And that'll be online as well for people who don't get a chance to see it on the air.
That's Life on the Bay for today.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Dr. Phil is up next.